Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend and are ready for some awesome math. Today, we are going to be doing lesson 7 in your unit 4. And today, we're going to be moving from doing drawing pictures for our addition to doing the vertical method. And this is something that your parents probably learned. This is what we would call the algorithm. So, and I think a lot of you all are already doing this from the math groups that I had with some students last week. But hopefully we can get everybody to this spot today. So let's get started. If you want to pause me and go grab your workbook, we're going to be doing the first 4 problems together today. And that way you can just go ahead and copy those down as I'm talking. And hit pause, go get your book. All right, we're ready to go. So today we are going to show how the disk method translates into our vertical algorithm method. So I'm going to start with a problem 22 plus 8. So I'm going to draw my 22. And once we get past this, I don't have to write 10s and 1s in these anymore. Just as long as I know if it's in the 1s column, it's a 1. And if it's in the 10s column, it's a 10. And then I'm going to add 8 to that. Okay, so 2 plus 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I know 2 plus 8 is 10. I cannot write a 10 in my 1's place. I'm going to group all of those together because that's a 10 and move them into a 10's disk. So now I have 0 1s left here and I have 3 10s. The way I would show that on my vertical method is 2 plus 8. I would put my 0 here. And then I would make a 1 here because that means it's kind of showing a 10. There's my 1 of my 10, but I'm moving the 10 into the 10's place where it belongs. So now 2 plus 1 is 3. So now I've got 30. So my picture and my vertical method match each other. Okay, we're going to go ahead to this next one. Same thing. I'm going to draw my 21 and my 9. Okay, I know that 1 plus 9 makes 10. So since I cannot write the whole 10, I need to circle the 10 and move it into a 10's disk. So I have 0 1s left in the 1's place, and I have 3 10s now. So I'm over here, 1 plus 9 is 10. So I gotta write 10. And 2 10s plus 1 10 is 3 10s. Some people like to put their 1 up here at the top. That's fine too. This way, sometimes as you get older and there's bigger numbers, there's a lot going on up here at the top. So sometimes just putting it here keeps it more organized where you don't lose that 10 that you moved. Okay, so those are pretty simple because we just had an even 10. Now we're going to move into some problems where we're going to have some 1s left over after we bundle our 10. So this one is 34 plus 17. So I'm going to draw my 34. And I'm going to draw my 17. And I'd like them to be separated just a little bit so you can see your different numbers and make sure that you've got everything. So if you look at 4 plus 7, because I've got 4 1s plus 7 1s, that gives me 11. So to make a 10, I'm just going to circle 10 of those. So I'm going to circle these 10. It really doesn't matter which 10 you circle, and I'm going to put my arrow that's going to get turned into a new 10. I have 1 10 left over. I mean, 1 1. I apologize. 1 1 left over. So I'm going to put my 1 here. Now I have 1 2 3 4, and then the extra one made 5 10s. So if I were to do this vertically, 4 plus 7 is 11. And I write my 11, but I just put the 10 from the 11 in the tens place and the 1 in the ones place. 3 plus 1 is 5. So there's my 51. Okay, let's do one more. 33 plus 18. I've got 33 plus 18. Okay. 3 plus 8 is 11. I'm going to use 10 of those 11 to create a new 10. I have 1 left over. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. If I were to do this in the vertical method, 3 plus 8 is 11. I write the 11. I just put the 10 in the tens place and the 1 in the ones place. And I have 3 plus 1 is 51. So when you're done watching the video, I want you to go and finish the 4 other problems on that first page of your lesson 7. You can show the dots if you want. If you are comfortable with just showing the vertical method, you can just do that. Do what works for you. If you need to see the pictures, draw the pictures. If you want to just draw the problem, that is fine too. We are going to switch over to the back page now, and we're going to look at number 2, which is a word problem. And it says, Samantha brought grapes to school for a snack. She had 27 green grapes and 58 red grapes. How many grapes did she bring to school? So we're adding those two numbers together. I'm going to write these vertically. It's very, very important that you line your ones up over your ones and your tens up over your tens. If you are wonky when you write your problem, you could possibly end up with an incorrect answer. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the dots for this again, just for those people who might need that, and show it one more time. So I've got my 27 plus 58. All right, so I just drew 25 up here, so I got to add some more. So now I've got 27 plus 58. We do have to remember that we need to make sure that we write the correct problem. Miss Young even makes mistakes with that. So 7 plus 8, that gives me 15. So that's too many. So I'm going to use 10 of those. I'm going to change colors here so we can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm going to change, and I'm going to circle 10 of those and make a new 10. So that red is I'm just trading it in. I'm not changing the amount. I'm just trading 10 ones in for a 10. If you have 10 pennies, you can trade that in for a dime. So now I've got 5 ones left over. And now I had 2 plus 5 was 7 and added one more. So now I have 8. If I did this in the vertical way, 7 plus 8 is 15. There's my 1 and my 5. It just looks a little different because I make my 1 smaller. And then 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. Okay, so I hope that you have liked this new method. I think it'll be a little bit faster for some of you. If you need to continue to draw the pictures, keep doing that. You are doing 4B21 and 4B22 in your workbooks. You should have 4 actual just regular problems and 1 more word problem to work on after you finish this video. Have a fantastic day and happy mathing.